There we go. Great American morning, everybody. Miguel Rodriguez here for the Bakersfield Gentlemen. I will have my co host on in just a second. She's just running a little bit behind this morning. No worries, because that happens to the best of us. But what I can say and what I can tell you is what I am going to be smoking, and that is this guy. Boom. Hecho en los calles, or las calles, which is the made in the street. It is our Habano blend cigar. It's a Habano wrapper over an Orlo Dominicano binder with Dominican, Cameroon, and Pennsylvania Ligero fillers. So a nice triple combination of good stuff underneath some good stuff, underneath yet more good stuff. So, how are you doing this morning, everybody? Good to see you from wherever you may be watching. Let me turn on my phone here because I like to get the. There we go. There we go. I like to make sure I'm keeping up with the comments on here as well because sometimes it can be slow there and quick here, vice versa. So it just makes it easier for me to make sure I'm not missing anything when I have both of them going. Apologize for YouTube if it's because it is the slowest, but it usually doesn't. It might miss comments from Facebook, but it almost never misses comments from YouTube, even if they come in a couple seconds later. If that makes any sense to anybody out there, which I'm sure it does. Someone knows how that works better than I do, but it doesn't matter. Because Eduardo, great American morning to you, brother. Good to see you. Again, I am having that Hecho en Los Calles or Los Calles this morning. Let me go ahead and light this up just because I feel like it. Good morning. How are you this morning? I thought you're supposed to be taking chitlins to school right now, but nonetheless, because there's a lot of them, so I understand that might take a little bit. Byron, how you doing? Great American morning to you, brother. Lift it up so you can see what I'm doing. It's not an illusion. It's real. It's real fire. Okay, this is Cirque du Soleil level fire, except it's not because I could never do what they do. Love that stick. I think it's my favorite of the new four. Okay, awesome, Eduardo. I'm glad to hear that actually, because we were smoking the Hecho, the League of Assassins, and the Lucky You yesterday on the show. For those who didn't get a chance to watch Wednesday's show, we had Jeremy on, who is the head of Culebras, is our president, our guy in charge, the dude who keeps that place running smoothly, and smoothly it runs. We have an event actually this weekend there. It's a members only, but there are open events quite often. So you might want to keep the calendar open if you are in the local area and you like to go have cigars with other guys and enjoy a fun evening. That's what we do there. Had a lot of fun. Okay, we put the fun back in. Hey, that's fun to smoke cigars with those guys because that doesn't. Fun does not fit into cigars. It's not the best saying in the world, okay, but it is a saying, if you will. My point being is thank you to Eduardo. Okay, thank you for telling me which one you're liking, what you're smoking, um, and definitely for picking out a favorite because it's very difficult for me to do something like that. I love them all. I love the Habano, which is what I'm smoking right now. I love that Sumatra. The Connecticut's wonderful for when I'm going to be doing work and I don't want something too heavy. I can focus on what I'm doing, but I can still enjoy a good cigar. That San Andreas is absolutely wonderful with a bit more of a hefty drink. I like to smoke that along with my whiskey. Just something, but both of those at the same time for me. Just it's good. Oh, so not a whole lot of whiskey lately, though. If I'm being honest, not a whole lot of alcohol in general. Not that I'm against it or that I can't hold my liquor or anything. It's just you ever go through those moments where you're just like, I don't really need it. I just don't really want it. I think a buddy of mine from high school was actually posting something on Facebook because we don't keep in contact as much as I should, with old friends, but I still see them, pop up on the feed or wherever it might be. And I'd love to see that still. We're talking about like he likes beer, he likes a mixed drink once in a while. He likes to try new spirits, but it's not an everyday thing for him. And I really resonated with that because it's not really an everyday thing for me. I love me some good whiskey, And we went to Green Acres after the show yesterday and checked it out for a minute because we haven't been in forever. And there was some wonderful stuff, new things I've never seen before, but I wasn't so enthralled that I had to try it right then and there. Saw some of the price points have been going way up on some of my favorite bottles, but that's only because like the Sinatra, for instance, has been discontinued, and that bottle went from 150 to I believe 290 now. At least at local stores. If you have it in your area, let me know what it's going for. Do a little touch up right here in this corner. There we go. Robert, good morning, brother. Good to see you. And in fact, speaking of the the Sinatra, excuse me. Let me go to this picture. Come on. Did not send me the finished picture. Kind of did. We are doing the raffle. Obviously, guys, the raffle is going on for the next however long it takes for us to fill up the spots. But Frankie put this incredible pack together, $25 a spot. You get 2 spots and you get an extra raffle that you're entered into. So this is the whole wrap up right here. And let me make myself a little tinier. There we go. So if we go from the middle there, really, you're getting the bottle of Jack Daniel's Sinatra Select. You're getting 10 cigars. It's a 5-pack of the League of Assassins and the California Dreamin' Volume 2, the Hammer lighter, a cutter, 2 glasses, and a chance to talk and converse with this lovely young lady here that I'm going to bring on screen right now. Man, and I can tell she's already wearing some amazing swag. So give me that thumbs up, and I can't wait to show everybody. Awesome. So yeah, if you guys want into the raffle, check it out. But I'm taking it down for right now because I want to say hello better. There we go.
Hi.
Hey,
Good morning.
Oh, that's an awesome shirt and a really cool background. Is it a porch swing?
Yes, I'm on a porch swing. I'm on a porch. You know, you say I'm on a boat. I don't know. Whatever.
Hey, it works, all right. And
I'm on the Great American Morning Show.
Oh my! Great American Morning.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I hear birds chirping, dogs getting excited. What are you smoking this morning?
I went for it was actually super close. So it is the Don Carlos Personal Reserve.
Ooh, very
Yeah.
nice.
Thought it's, a little short. I don't want it to last too long, but
It's a
yeah.
good point. Very good point. I think that's because it's already like this week we hit that 100 mark. I think this weekend here in
100.
Bakersfield we're gonna hit 100. I'm pretty positive. So some shorter smokes to be out in the heat, I think, is gonna be necessary very soon.
Oh, the
Um,
weather. You're gonna hit 100 degrees this week?
yep, I think a Saturday we're supposed to get 100 degrees, so a lot of
Oh,
fun.
oh my gosh. So yesterday I'm looking at my phone and there is a notification for, oh my gosh, what is it? The massive snow melt in California. I mean, you told us about this, but I wasn't really certain. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is serious. It's right here in the news. That's crazy.
Well, I didn't want to toot my own horn, but like an old man, I can feel it in my knees. All right, I just know when the storms are coming. I know when the hurricanes are happening. It just is what it is. All right, guys. I apologize. If you need to know when weather is going to be real bad, just ask.
Why is that such an old man thing? But you're so right. Like,
I hear that expression all the time. Oh, my joints are achy. There's going to be a storm. I'm like, what?
uh, it's like their reality show. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do today. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go watch the Weather Channel. Let me go look up the weather. And then it's like suddenly they have something interesting to talk about. Well, today the weather is gonna be, really good. Weather's gonna look a little bit bad. Around 2 o'clock, you're gonna get a slight chance of thunderstorms. Okay, meteorologist.
Oh man, you get locked in those conversations too, and all of a sudden you just spent an hour talking about inclement weather. So just be careful.
Inclement weather. Exactly.
Oh my gosh! But back to these guys real quick too. Well, good morning, Miss Mel. Surprised to see you up this early after Charlotte. After Charlotte Cigar Week, nights. And
Yeah.
what do you call it? Eduardo also is impressed by the dedication. I love that I get to see you and get to ask you some questions. How is it going out there?
It's great. So I'm excited. First of all, anytime that you come to a conference or an event, it's super cool to be able to get to see the people that you have actually been on, with ooh, you're on Southwest Airlines. Whoa, how lucky
Very
is
cool,
that?
brother.
So it's just really cool, like your social media becomes reality, and then you just, you really do have the opportunity to grow a stronger bond, I guess, with these people that are living across the nation.
Oh heck yeah, yeah. I remember. This was years ago at this point, like maybe the second or third year we were doing the show, and the Giannis brothers surprised us by coming to Bakersfield from the East Coast to come to one of the events we were hosting,
Nice.
and I was in a rush because it was the day of the event we found out, and running around town trying to get last minute things together, trying to get equipment and cigars from point A to point B. Hey Lorenzo, how you doing, brother? Um, and I go into our lounge where our the people hosting the event, and I rush in there to grab stuff for them. And I kind of wave at everybody who's sitting in the lounge, kind of thing. Hey guys, how's it going? I gotta move it. I'll talk to y'all soon. I see
Yeah.
these two guys I've never seen in there before, and it's not like I'm suspicious. Like these guys are gonna rob the joint. Not that kind of suspicious. It's the kind of suspicious like I know you people. I know you.
Yes.
And I look and I was like in disbelief because it's that moment like it becomes real. It's not. It's no longer just tiny screens right here. And I mean, I love talking to you this way, but it was when I got to like see you in Vegas for the first time. When we got
Yeah.
to see each other for the first time. I can't. I'm literally stuttering as much as like I never lose that feeling. It's so wonderful. Like when we saw Byron in Florida, when I can't wait to finally friggin' see Eduardo because every time I try to go to Great Smoke, something happens. Uh, yeah, it really does make these situations worth it to keep
Yeah.
doing the show every morning to do it week in week out to get to know you guys. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
I did a show with, I had Miss Mimi Palmer in there and UL. You guys know Chevalier Life.
Heck yeah.
He was there along with Ray, True Life Ray, so from the Herfador. And so I think we're actually going to go out Saturday for one of the events and have a little like smoke and some afternoon drinks, cocktails kind of thing. So I'm excited about that. And there's also Heather Waite. Do you know her? She
Yes.
works, she's here and she lives here actually. So we just haven't gotten I've just been so busy. She's been so busy. I didn't get a chance to really hang out. But um, yeah, I mean, it was there a lot of people. Craig Cask from uh, Tinderbox, he's there along with Josh Johnson from Bernard Cigar Company was there last night, and
Nice.
they're part of this organization that is similar to the PCA, but it's only for North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, and so they've done some legislation in their own state to actually help out with other, I guess smoking and keeping your rights to smoke.
Very.
And yeah, and so they got a $3,000 check to go towards that. Part of our proceeds, were given to them for that. And the restaurant was amazing. It was a VIP dinner that they did, and so the restaurant was, I mean, they just filled up like the countertop with family style food or family style eating, and so we had. But I mean, it was really good. The food was really delicious.
That
So the
is.
chicken was like, oh my god, off the chain. I love it. That juicy chicken.
Oh, you will not. I will not turn down chicken. I love chicken. So if I was there, I'd be right there with you on that. Yep.
All over
Chicken's
the
a
chicken.
weakness. Oh yeah. But I do love hearing that. We need something like that in California because as much as PCA and cigar rights are doing their best, I think it up to locals in their area to kind of step up as well. And it is obviously in California they're very anti-smoking in a lot of ways. We could use all the help we can get, and if we could band together a little bit, it would not hurt. I think they're doing a great job. Then that sounds like I need to talk to someone over there and see what they did to put it together.
Yeah, well, I mean, Craig Cask, he's first of all does a lot. I think he's a huge leader, great leader, and so, but he's very successful in all of his businesses, but he's just super down to earth kind of guy. So he was highly impressed with all of my skills and my gadgets. I love it when people get giddy over my gadgets and my shoes. You don't, I mean, my outfit, okay, I like that you liked it, but when you talk about my gadgets or my shoes, I'm like, okay, the night's over. I'm done.
You do usually rock some pretty awesome shoes, and the gadgets are not. They're as or more impressive sometimes. So
hmm
it's a good eye to check and make sure those are on point. Because
Well, I'll tell you what the winner thing was. So I've got a battery. It's about this big, and it's got 3 outlets, three prong outlets. So think about your big equipment that you're like carrying around, and this thing you just carry around, it lasts like hours. So I can just take it anywhere. I don't have to worry about having a plug. I don't have to trip anybody over, because the plug is going to go like over to this side. I mean, I have batteries for some of my lights too, but I couldn't find them last night, which I was like, I have to figure that out later. Where did they
But that
go?
sounds like it'd be very helpful. Richard, how you doing? Good morning, brother. But yeah, that's exactly something I need because I have 3 LED panels that do take batteries. Like you say, they have their own battery sources. We can plug
Yeah.
them in, and it'd be so much simpler to just plug them in than have 6 to 12 batteries just for them that I have to charge to. It gets a little
Exactly.
cumbersome.
Yep. Yeah. And so, like, when I set up my whole thing, I've got at least I can now plug in the computer to make sure it's always charged. I can plug in the soundboard. It's got a 3-pronger. It's like this serious equipment takes really these massive 3-prong power cords.
It
So
needs
I'm
power.
like,
It needs the juice.
I need some juice. I like it. What kind of juice are you having this morning?
Water. Trying to drink more water. Ridiculous. I do like your coffee mug though. I'm gonna show off mine too real quick.
Ooh,
It is a I Heart Guns and Coffee. Beautiful, beautiful.
this is a dad thing.
It is what do you call it? A gift I got, and I'm using it as an ashtray today. But horror movies and chill. This is for Richard right there. If you want to check that out, I thought he would get a kick out of that.
That is
And
cool.
yeah, I have way too many coffee mugs. I think I'm at like 60 or 70 scattered around my place here, everywhere that I smoke and drink coffee.
Yeah.
There's at least like a dozen coffee mugs.
Wow. Man, you should there's this place in Memphis that's a little coffee shop, and you could go and donate your mugs there. Like if you had some, and of course, so whenever people get coffee and dining in, everybody has like a different mug. That's so cute.
I love that.
Right.
Yeah, we have a spot kind of like that called Dagonese here in town, and they do have actual coffee mugs. Because everywhere else is all the cups, which is fine. They have the paper cups. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I do prefer my coffee mugs, and it's the only place that has beer on tap too while you have your coffee. So if you're into something a little else, go for it.
All right, I'm digging that. You know what we should do? We should make a post today where everybody posts their favorite coffee mug.
I like that. Yes.
What's your
Yes.
favorite coffee mug?
What do you call it? I think if you guys post it and tag Mel or myself or both if you want, we'll check them out. And then for next week, because I didn't get a chance to put together the prize for this week because we didn't go on Wednesday. Yesterday, my fault. The best coffee mug will win. I think that'd be the best way to do it. So you have a whole week until Thursday to post a picture. And Richard, I actually do have a Great American Morning coffee mug, but my little sister took it, and I don't know where she put it. So
how old is she? How old is she?
She's 13 now, so I don't know what she needs a coffee mug for anyway. She doesn't drink coffee. She's a poser.
Maybe she made like a muffin in a cup thing.
You know what? That actually sounds like her. Okay, yeah, now that makes more sense. Or she broke it and just doesn't want to tell me, which also could be her.
Yeek. That sounds like something I would do. I mean, no.
Wait, what? No, never. No.
If I break something, everybody knows about it because usually somebody else will clean it up.
Nice. It's like, I don't know what happened, but take care of it. I'll see you later. Boom.
Yeah, right. Run, little girl, run.
Oh man. So what is on the docket for today?
Okay, so today there is an event at Golden Leaf, which is a lounge around here, and there's supposed to be quite a few people there. I forgot. There is a theme that goes along with each day, but I haven't looked it up. But I'm gonna go check that out and hang out with some afternoon cigars and drinks, I'm sure. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that because usually I would be, like yesterday I worked all day, especially with getting these shirts out. My goodness, that's a lot of work and keeping up with everybody. But it's a lot of fun. And I'm probably going to get some more, so I'm looking forward to that as well.
Nice.
So
About to
we'll
say, if you have any left, you want to let them know what's going on real quick?
Yeah. So you guys, we are selling these Fuente Revolution shirts, and you are able to, if you buy a shirt, you're going to get into a private herf with Carlito Fuente, and just automatically. But if you post a picture on a Friday, either this Friday or next Friday, you're going to get a chance to win a customized box of Opus X from Carlito Fuente.
Nice. Very cool. That's a great deal right there alone. Plus, I really dig that logo. Cool? I think it's pretty damn cool.
I've got a ton of compliments on it, so I'm super excited I got this opportunity, to do this with him. And then, of course, so I know a lot of people wanted like 2XL, and I didn't, it's hard to kind of get all the sizes, and when you're buying inventory and stuff like that. So mostly the XLs are pretty large, but I did drop a line to be saying, maybe a couple of 2XL would be really fun for some people. So we'll see.
Let's just face it. As a cigar smoking community, we're bigger guys usually. We got a little extra something to love. And I'm down into my XLs, but I do prefer a double once in a while because they're comfy.
Right, and there ain't nothing wrong with sleeping in a t-shirt, whenever for the ladies.
Smart. There's nothing, I think, quite as pretty as a girl waking up and you see her in your favorite t-shirt. It's just. That always gets me. So that's a good one. That's a great idea.
That's what I'm screaming. There you go. Drop the mic. Boom.
I would always assume you slept in feety pajamas for some reason. I don't know why. I just assume.
You know what? I do wear a lot of Arctic wear to bed.
Gosh,
I am such a baby when it comes like that. Too funny.
There's nothing wrong. You gotta stay comfy. However, you gotta stay comfy. All right. I don't judge nobody on what you wear to bed or what you don't wear to bed because that's your time. You need sleep.
That is kind of one of my favorite hot seat questions. That's another contest I'd like to have. Is that I would like to hear everyone else's hot seat questions. What would be your best hot seat question, and then maybe I just ask that on my profile today. That might be a good idea. Just to see what people say.
That. Yeah. If you guys have any now, just put them in the comments because I would love to hear those too. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Ask Miguel a hot seat question.
Go ahead. I am an open book. There is literally nothing I will not talk about as far as Miguel goes because there ain't no secrets. I don't know how to keep secrets. All right.
Oh, and I got a compliment by Frankie Rodriguez the other day. Oh my gosh, I know.
What?
I think
he liked
my. Yeah, he probably did.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
No, it was funny. That's funny. I was gonna say I think he liked my feet, but no.
Oh God, why? Damn it! This is the second show in a row I had to talk about feet. Yesterday, because again, my bad. We didn't go in the morning, guys. I apologize to everybody. That was my bad. But we did the 2:00 show like we usually do, West Coast 2:00 for those who need to know. And we had the owner of our local members only lounge on, and the joke he made was the cigar he was smelling had that light musty note of his wife's feet after they've been really clean, but just that little bit of like still that smell. And I'm like, why we always got to get to feet somehow? Like feet and noses bug me so much. I'm just like,
noses bug you?
I don't want to go into it, but
yes, no, we have to hear this. What is this? Oh my god!
I don't like nose. Like people get grossed out from like baby vomit or something. Noses bug me. All right, I don't like anything in that direction. I will change a baby diaper all day long. Just don't make me deal with their little baby noses. All right, it's gross. It's gosh.
So you're the snotty little kids. No snotty little kids for you, huh?
Snotty anything. People, dogs.
Yes, the dogs.
Anything. Oh, I am.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
So yeah. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I even brought it up.
Do you put Kleenexes all around the house and stuff so that you can always have something there? Like
Kleenexes. If I'm out of that, there's toilet paper rolls everywhere. Just I don't care what it is. Leave me alone with it. I've literally my little brothers know like if they have a situation, they're like, Miguel, look away. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Thank you so much.
That's actually a good hot seat question. It's like, what is a body part on the opposite sex that you're not a fan of? That you have to work to get over. That's so funny.
That's a good one.
I think I'll keep the feet one. Okay, we'll just go with feet. Although I did get a compliment in yoga the other day. This lady goes, "What size are your feet?" And I was like, "Oh, they're tiny." And she says, and she's like, I can't believe that was the first one that I ever noticed. She's like, or the first thing that I noticed on you was your feet. She's like, they're just so tiny and cute. And I was like, thank you. I'm glad somebody likes them.
Yeah, no, I'm guessing that there's a lot of people who like your feet. It's a normal thing. It's very common. It's not a weird thing. It's me being weird, not liking feet, I think, is more of the scale there. I think I'm on the opposite end of the normal scale.
You can have some seriously terrible toes, and of course, once you got to invest in the feet, the investment is pedicures, it's not like running around with dirty feet. You got to wear shoes unless you're on a boat.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Wait, don't they make shoes for boats though? Like boating shoes?
I'm sure they do. They make shoes for everything. You can walk on water in shoes. I'm sure there's something.
What do you call it? If you start walking on water, you have to send a video of that. All right.
Okay.
That'd be a very interesting video right there.
It might be a little AI, but I could do that.
Yeah, a little CGI in the background.
Yep.
What do you call it?
I've been watching I learn a lot from TikTok. You know what I mean? It's pretty amazing. Or not TikTok, even Instagram. It's like you can learn anything from that place.
There was this girl who I saw a video. Yeah, I think it was on Instagram. Her teacher told her she get extra credit when she walked on water in front of him. So she brought a case of waters, like water bottles, put it down, started dancing on top of it, and you just see his face like, really? And I was like, I hope she got her extra credit because that's
pretty intelligent. I like it. That's too funny. But yeah,
for school, do you remember any kind of teacher like offering extra credit for like something outrageous like that? I remember a situation where I got extra credit from a substitute teacher from like middle school, and we ran into each other in high school, and I thought it was hilarious. She also appreciated that I remember her story. I can't remember the full details, but there was like a certain math problem or something that she wanted people to solve, and I wrote it down. And it just so happened to be like in an old notebook. And I'm like, I remember this lady, so I pulled it out and I like half got it right. And she's like, you know what? Still gonna count it. Good job. Like what? So it needs to remember people.
I can't really remember if I was given any crazy extra credit, but I usually needed the extra credit because I like to just goof off in class. I never took anything very serious. It was just like, what are you gonna do? And then my teachers were just kind of like, it's Mel. what are you gonna do? Like, just give
Yeah.
her what she wants so it doesn't bother us anymore.
Oh, I was like, that's you and me both, though. I'm never like super good in school. Like, I wasn't a bad student. It just wasn't like the highest grade point average. It just, yeah, I think I might have goofed around a little too much as well. I think I should have, because right now, the younger ones, all the brothers, are straight A students, and I love it. And I wish I was as good as them when I was their age.
Yeah, see, I was making straight A's, actually in school. And then it was my junior year that I started getting a little bit of like, this is too easy. I'm not interested. And so I would come in for just the test. And so yeah, my teachers are pretty much like, what are we gonna do? She's passing it with flying colors. But then I didn't come to class, and I did start. There was a couple of teachers that didn't like that, so I still graduated, but didn't get the
Oh,
best of grades. But I took the ACT and passed all of my prereq classes for college, so that worked out. And then
well, I love it.
and then I got a 3.8 in college GPA.
Well,
Graduated
yeah,
at 3.0.
yeah. That is nothing to scoff at. That's wonderful.
Well, if you get, it's like it's pretty easy in college. If you get a bad grade that's going to bring down your GPA, just go take the class again, and boom, all of a sudden it's like your credit report, and you pay off a credit card, and it's like, all right, I'm back up 100 points.
But that means you still put in the work though. So you know what? That is still dedication. Just like being here early in the morning, that is showing that you're not just smart, but you're hardworking. So that's a double whammy of good.
This is true. I'm just, you know, it's like, which way do you want to go? I want to go around and around and around and around and around, and then I'll decide to do it the right way. Okay. Instead of the first time.
Hey, sometimes that mindset though can make you learn more because you did
Yeah.
it once and maybe you goofed around the first time a bit, but you're still there. So the knowledge is still hitting you, and then
Yeah.
you get it right the second time, or it shows that persistence that people want. It really does. I don't think there's anything wrong with those individuals out there who they might not succeed the first time, but if they stick it out, it's gonna. And I think they learn more from that sometimes. I do
Yes.
appreciate those stories and those pull yourself up by your bootstraps type of situations
Yep.
versus the naturally gifted people who can just do it the first time and like, oh, I don't even know, I wasn't even paying attention. That always gets me. I'm like, gosh dang it, how do you do that?
Oh my gosh. What was your favorite subject in school?
Oh man, I think ag was probably my favorite. Um, Forensics speech was wonderful as well. That was an elective,
Which
but
that's interesting. What was that necessarily? Forensic speech.
I would do a lot. Kind of the names, the speeches part was what I was there for. I would do extemporaneous speaking, which was 20-minute speeches on any topic they would give you about 10 minutes before the speech. So you have three to choose from, and it would be any random topics from a very large binder, and you would have to give a speech. Excuse me. That was about 20 minutes. If you go over too much, you get docked. You're under too much, you lose basically. And it was not just the class, but there was competitions throughout California. And I was
Oh.
very good at giving speeches on stuff I had no idea what I was talking about. So,
What? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get some pointers from you. We
oh
did
yeah,
I did mock trial. I mean, this was in the college though, but we had a lot of competitions too. That was a lot of fun. But we'd dress up and get into the part. I played a Sherpa, and the guy died going up Mount Everest, and he wasn't acclimated properly. So there was a lawsuit against the Mount Everest climbing company, and we won.
kind of awesome.
I think I was the wife of the no, no, I was a Sherpa. That's what it was. I was part of the tour guide group. Like Sherpas, they get you up the mountain and stuff. I
Yeah,
dressed up in like some UGG boots, and I had like a skirt on and like some of these like leg warmers. I mean, I'm telling you, I had a vest over my shirt, so it had look like.
but you beat the lawsuit, yes,
Yes, I won as the defendant. I guess
and
no. Yeah, I would then defend it. The victim was the prosecutor. Of course, he was dead, so it was the wife. The
But
wife with the knife in the Mount Everest.
ooh, but now that time has passed, and you're out of that situation. Was it your fault that man died? You can tell me. I won't judge you.
I think so. He didn't acclimate properly. So that would might probably make it my fault. I should have known better. I was held to a higher standard.
It's a dangerous mountain, right? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
blame you. I think not everyone makes it. That's a fascinating story alone too. There's some documentaries on Mount Everest, like the bodies they're trying to get down versus the ones that are left there for the markers. Basically, they use to see how far people make. It's insane.
They leave
Yeah,
the bodies up there?
it's too dangerous to get some of them down because like you would risk another person's life to try to get essentially a corpse back. It's insane.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna ever go. It's too cold for me. I'd rather live in sunshine.
Nah, it's all good. There was
Over it.
and oh what well, let me check this out. Eduardo, I was a prosecutor in a jury murder trial and got first degree murder, which we were not supposed to win. I have the video still. Oh, that's awesome, bro. I don't have any because we weren't allowed to record the speeches for the competitions. So I only have the only one I have was for the ag one because there was two different ones. One of them was for extemporaneous speaking, and the other was for ag extemporaneous, which we did have to research. They gave us a binder of 20 topics on the future of agriculture, and I had to have notes and some kind of facts for all of them. And that they would check all of your work. Like you were asked questions afterwards for like half an hour on your speech, and that was so nerve wracking because half the time I was BSing it. And I remember one question they asked me, and I went on a tangent about my grandma and how she used to go to holistic farming, and I could see one of the judges' face like they wanted to laugh. But if you say it with enough confidence, you still move on, and that's what I found out.
Hey, that is life in general. You walk in the room with confidence, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. They're like, man, this guy's aura or whatever, your swag, your style, your essence is just like killing it.
True. Now I'll let the next time we have you, me, and Frankie on, I'm gonna let Frankie tell the most embarrassing story from that moment of my life of
What?
speech. Oh yeah, it was bad.
Well, I'm sure Frankie's gonna love that. Give us a hint. I want to hear a little bit.
Oh man, so I'll say this: it was not my shining moment. I dropped the ball, and I may or may not have slept right through half a competition. It was yeah.
What? So when you woke up, were you like, let me get my okay speech? Sorry.
No, I was just eliminated. Like they post the whatever you call it, the results to the next round. I wake up because I'm the only student from my school out of maybe 200 kids giving speeches, and this was for different competitions, so they weren't all for me or not all against me or anything. But I wake up and I was past the first round already, and they posted the results for round 3. And I look at that and I'm thinking, what happened to round 2? Like, what are we? Oh shit! Oh, I'm getting out of here. So that was embarrassing. That was fun.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
It's not just facts. It's can you get people to agree? Absolutely, Eduardo. Yeah, that's one of those things that comes in handy in life in a lot of situations. If people can agree with you or find common ground in some sort of debate atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, that was the number one thing I learned before I have a pre-law cognate, or my degree is pre-law cognate, and so pretty much it wasn't about you don't go to court for the points to make a point. You go to court to win.
Boom, I like that.
Because you can be right, but you may not win.
Well, learned that lesson a lot. In fact, that kind of brings up a point. You might be able to fill me in a little more on this. Have you gotten a notification from Facebook about their class action lawsuit? Do you know anything about that? Or why they even posted it on Facebook? They're the ones who sent me the link for it.
Yeah, I filled it out. I got a claim. in there. I got a claim number and everything. So I think they sold a bunch of information. I mean, before I think before you know Mark Zuckerberg got, I mean, super super huge. Probably even before they took over Instagram. It's just they were doing some shady stuff, and somebody. I mean, they could afford it. It's really not that. It's not even going to be that much money out of his pocket.
Like
It's
that's a
something
drop
that
in their bucket.
I mean, it is amazing some of the lawsuits that you see, and you're just flabbergasted by some of these, I mean, bank lenders and politicians. I mean, some people in some serious high up, things just doing dirty, dirty, dirty stuff. And you're just like, why would you do that?
Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah, it's sometimes baffling to see what's coming down the pike or what we don't know and then gets revealed in those situations. It
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't
Totally.
it ruins my faith in humanity, but it does sometimes go to show you like some people just are greedier than others or a little shiftier. And we got to pay attention to that.
Yes, they do. Well, I mean, you just don't want to be taken advantage. Otherwise, I'll turn a blind eye. I'm like, I ain't got time for that. Sorry. That's your problem.
It's kind of true though. Yeah, like once in a while you're just like it's not a battle you want to get involved in. Is it that important to this person? But there's at least like these guys are doing something about it, and I don't mind filling out my claim thing. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't really care that much. But if it improves something, I guess that's good.
Right?
That's all
I
you can
mean,
hope for.
now here's the other thing. Somebody actually took I had two claims filed, but since they used my email address, I'm the one who got the information, but all of like the address, name, and everything like that was wrong. And I'm like, where did this come from? So I had to cancel that claim. It gave me the opportunity to actually cancel that claim and then make a new claim so that had actually my payment information on it. But I guess all you needed was an email address. You don't have to have a password for Facebook or anything like that. So they just used my email address, which is kind of silly because the email came to me and I was able to fix it.
Yeah,
Thank you for
not a
filing a
bright,
claim.
not a very bright person ever tried that. What the heck?
Oh my God. I mean,
What?
when you say that, that reminds me of my dad's house got broken into when we were kids, and his whole gun cabinet got taken. They took the guns and everything, but whenever they went in, I guess the guy had used the restroom and dropped his wallet in the bathroom, so they knew exactly who it was.
You idiot! Oh my gosh!
And that is a serious felony to be stealing guns. You do not want to get. I mean, it's one thing to steal a stereo, but guns, I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
Let me think. What do I need to take on this robbery I'm going to commit? This breaking and entering. Better have my
Let me use the
ID.
Let me use the bathroom real quick before I go.
Just take my time.
I wonder if he closed the door.
Well, he didn't want to be rude. Oh, this in case they walk in, they're not seeing me pee.
Yeah,
That's just
exactly.
mean. Ugh. So
Oh my gosh.
the first couple years in Bakersfield, my parents' house got broken into, and they took some stuff. Like it wasn't anything super important, some TVs, and my mom had a bunch of fake jewelry because she'll get that stuff, and like my sisters will take it wherever, and if they lose it, who cares, a lot of costume jewelry, and then she had her real stuff in a little lockbox next to her side of the bed, which is like right on top of their computer.
Yeah.
And that computer was so old, they picked it up and then they just put it back down because they realized this is a hunk of junk. They're not going to steal it. That's when I told them, like, you guys probably did save your because they didn't steal the little box above it. So maybe keep it. I don't know what to tell you because they took nothing of value as far as like jewelry or keepsakes go.
Oh my god.
Just a couple of TVs. And it's like, you did all that work to get, I don't know, a couple 40-inch TVs. Like, is that really worth it? Ugh.
Right. Well, that's why people steal bags. You hear about these breaking and enterings in Beverly Hills, and they're just stealing like 10, 20, 65,000 dollar Birkin bags or Louis Vuittons or all this other stuff. I'm like, but really, I mean, a bag tends to get a little wear and tear on it. Is it still as can you really I don't even want to trade I like even if you were to trade your jewelry in, I don't even think that's ever gonna be worth it. You know what I mean? It's like
No,
I'm not gonna get
no,
as much money as if I just actually kept on to it, you know?
that's very true. And yeah, Eduardo, it sounds like one of those the dumbest criminal videos. I love watching those. I'll go on a rabbit hole on YouTube and just see. Uh, there, not today. I'll play it for you some other time. But have you ever seen the one of the guy who tries to rob a? I think it's a Cricket Wireless, and the lady, like, the guy's got a gun, or at least it looked like a gun, and she backs away towards the door and lets him do his thing, and then she just slowly steps out, locks him in, and calls the police. And you just have a video of 20 minutes of him begging her to let him out.
Oh my god, that's great. That's actually yeah, that's pretty smart. I know. I guess being a girl, independent and I mean, I know how to use a gun, but it's just that part, man. If you pull that gun out, you better be ready to use it. It's like one of those.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't want to do that part.
She didn't have a gun. She was the one gun in face at one point, but I don't think it was real because the guy never tried to shoot out the window or anything because it was glass doors. He just couldn't break out, and I absolutely
just wasn't thinking.
Oh yeah, he might have just been that much panic. That's a good point.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. We should I think what we should do is like every morning maybe find like a news story that's just redonkulous. Like what was this person thinking?
I like that. I like that a
What
lot.
were they thinking? That'll be the segment. What were they thinking?
Man. I mean, half of that would just be Congress. No,
I think right? Like Tucker Carlson. Oh my goodness, poor. Yeah. I don't know about poor guy, but that's one face we won't see very often anymore. Not that I ever watched Fox News.
I'm about to say the same thing. I was like, I didn't really watch your segments. There was one, or he had some funny clips out there. Like I remember him eating a steak in front of a vegan or something. And I was like, takes a lot of balls, sir. Good for you. Good for you.
Oh my gosh. I did a video with the Red Meat Lovers Club one time, and I had 6 burgers stacked on top of each other, and we were like, okay, how many burgers can Mel get through?
Wait a minute. How many can you get through?
I couldn't get through that 6. I couldn't get through that 6 stack. I was like, me and Winston were sitting there. Thank God I had some of his help. So, I think we probably ate like maybe 3 between the two of us. That's a lot of burger.
That's a good try, at least, put in some burger effort there.
It was like they stacked it almost like a what do you call it, like a pyramid too. It was like doo, 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 doo.
Oh my gosh, what's that cartoon where the guy ate a bunch of burgers? They're trying to make you into that dude.
Oh, like the burglar guy. I don't know. I mean he has a hat. It's a cartoon. He has a hat and he's like always. I figure he's like Betty Boop something.
Yeah. Oh gosh, he's like, oh, I'll pay you Tuesday for a burger today or something was the saying. Gosh dang it, that's gonna bug me.
I'll pay you Tuesday for a burger today.
Yeah, it was such a Wimpy from Popeye. Thank you, Eduardo.
There you go. That's it. That's the guy. That's exactly who it is. I was like, that's about Betty Boop style.
Yeah, no, totally is.
Wimpy.
Now, I don't want to toot my own horn here or anything, but I can eat burgers for days. I love hamburgers. And there's a place in town that does a burger challenge called the 661. It's our area code here. So they made a burger, 6 patties, 6 pieces of cheese, 1 bun. So it's a 6-patty burger. It's huge. They make great burgers. And my brother
put that in your mouth.
Oh, I ate the whole thing. I ate it in pieces. So by the end of it, I was hating life because it was a lot of burger. Frankie lost the bet, so I was happy about that. It made me feel good. Can't let him win. But there was another gentleman in the restaurant, and he also got that, but he got another double cheeseburger on the side. And while I'm leaned over myself, like never again. Oh my God. I kind of look over in the corner of my eye and I see him finish and he's working on his second double cheeseburger. I'm like, I want to leave now, please. Oh god.
Oh my God, that's insane. How do these professional eaters, I don't know how they do it. Some of them are skinny too. They're not even like big guys. Like,
Tiny,
what
yeah.
the heck? I think there's a
Yeah.
girl out there that maybe weighs like a buck 20 or a buck 10, and when she's over there eating all that food too.
I am absolutely in love with this one girl. Her name is Katina, and she has a YouTube channel called Takina Eats Kilos. And I just kind of randomly stumbled upon a video of her eating like a 5-pound steak.
Oh
And
my God.
like you said, 120 like tops. Like she's a very petite girl, and she's just smiling and talking to people, in the audience of the restaurant while she's just destroying this baby-sized steak. And I'm just like,
Baby size. Oh, baby. Oh, like real life baby size steak.
yeah. And I wish I had that level of dedication to anything, because that was a lot of friggin' steak.
I want to weigh her and be like, did you actually gain 5 pounds? If this steak weighed 5 pounds, I gotta see. And you eat it all. Will you gain 5 more pounds? Because that is a lot.
Yeah, you got it at the moment, at least. It'll make sense.
Right.
And look at from Mel. Good morning, lovely to see you over in the UK.
Ooh,
Mike, how you
across
doing,
the
brother? Hope
barn.
you're having a great. No longer morning, I don't believe, right over there. Let me know the time
Nope.
difference.
They're
Yeah,
usually about 6 hours ahead.
That's
We're
right.
we're behind. But now for you, they would be, I guess, like
9.
10 hours. Yeah,
10.
9 or 10.
Whew.
Depending
That
on where
time.
they are in the UK. No, I think the UK is definitely just 6 hours. It's
Something
all
like
stacked
that.
on
Yeah.
top of each other, right?
Yeah. I think that's why
Like
my
that.
buddy Andy, if he's watching, I think he was watching earlier. Shout out to Andy. He put in 2 orders of cigars from Pariah already, and to ship to the UK is not an easy thing. So I hope they got to him safe. The first ones did. The second ones, that's what we were talking about this morning at like 1 a.m. He texted me, so I'm like, the time difference, because I miss him, like the conversation right then and there. I feel so bad because I want to make sure stuff gets to him. But I wake up in the morning, I'm waking up for the show, and I look like, shit, he messaged me hours ago. How did I miss this again? And I realized what time, okay, I'm not awake at 1:30. I'm going to be awake at 4:40 for this, because I tried to get up at least half an hour before this, 20 minutes at the latest.
Bless your heart. So, do you go back to sleep? What time do you go to bed to be able to get up for this that early?
About 12:30. Yeah.
Oh, hon, we can't have you on 4.5 hours of sleep every night. Come on now. We have to work on that.
That is actually my fault, because whenever I know I have to be up early, that's when my mind's like, you should stay up a little bit later, just a little bit more. You're okay. Go a little more. Ugh, I'm working on it, I promise, because I'm really enjoying the new morning time, and
Yeah.
I think these guys are enjoying it as well, because they get to hang out with us for a bit. So I want to make sure I can keep the schedule, and I do stay up for a while after. I'll get some editing done, make some calls to my buddies on the East Coast in the morning. Like, I'll wait till like 6:30, so it's, what is that, like 9:30 your guys' time by that time? So I'm not bugging them right in the morning, but a lot better than if I call at like noon or 2 o'clock my time. So it does help a lot. It's a plus in my book.
Man, yeah, I don't know. I just can't look tired. So.
Oh, I always look tired. It's fine. That's not even an issue.
Whatever. You don't look tired at all right now.
Really? Okay, good.
Yeah,
right,
that's
yeah.
why
I look awesome.
What's your favorite time to eat? My favorite time to eat is in the mornings. I'm always like, okay, now I want to eat. The rest of the day, I'm kind of like, me.
I usually don't eat until like the afternoon, because I'll be doing most of like the busy, boring work in the morning, and if I can just get that over with and not do anything else, not stop for like breakfast or anything,
yeah,
I'll do that. So I like lunch, and then we're good for quite a while, till I can like cook for the family or something, or if I have to go run out and do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my schedule. I was doing the one meal a day for a while, and I did not mind it, actually. Like, a lot of people are like, oh man, it's so difficult. I did not find it that hard. I just ate one good meal, and I was good for the day. I was pretty happy. I was well, happy as a clam.
Yeah, that is good. I mean, maybe you're I don't know. It depends on what you eat. It could definitely stick with you for a while. Stick to the
Brian,
bones.
how are you awake this early, brother?
Ah, Brian, what's up, man?
Good to see you. Good to see you. How are we awake this early? You know what? Just cause, and I am enjoying it.
It might
That's
be coffee. It might be bourbon. I'm just kidding.
full
That's
whiskey. It's
how
a
we're
full
like.
whiskey mug. It's no longer a coffee mug. It's a whiskey
Hey,
mug.
for some Irish whiskey, in the morning, I think I'd get up for that. That sounds like a good idea. Not.
I would say, oh man, what would my? I guess tequila is my morning drink if I'm gonna be drinking
What? Are
tequila
you
sunrise.
serious?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't know that was I mean, I know that's a drink, but I didn't know people actually had it in the morning.
Ooh, it's
Tequila
good.
sunrise.
Um,
Sheesh.
that or just tequila with a little bit of lime on the side, just for a little flavor,
Mm.
just a little into the glass, depending on what tequila it is. Because I can
You know,
sip on tequila, no problem.
well, they actually make these little packets that have dehydrated lime in them. And so it looks like a sugar packet, but it's called True Lime. These are the bomb, because you don't have to cut up a lime. You just open the packet and pour it in the drink, and it's, like it's no sugar, no calories. It's purely just dehydrated. They have grapefruit and lemon as well. So look for that. It's called True Lime or True Grapefruit or True Lemon. It's pretty
I'm
darn
gonna,
good.
I am gonna. I love citrus in general. Like I love grapefruits, and a lot of
Hmm.
people don't. And
You're not
I,
risking an eye injury. You know what I mean? There's squeezing the lime. You don't want an eye injury on that.
when I did the juicing during the quarantine because I was just bored and trying different stuff. Um, I actually, yeah, you're right. I squirted myself with a lot of citrus, so maybe that's a good call. That's yeah. I feel a little foolish to admit that, but there are some mornings like I'm waking up making my first juice and like orange juice from the thing just.
Oh my God, that does not sound. That doesn't sound. We're gonna never go there again. I'm kidding.
Oh come on, it's too early for that. Well, no, it's a great time for that.
We're all adults here.
Yeah,
Oh,
smoked the
Maduro.
LFD Oro Maduro for the four. Oh, very nice, brother. Very nice. What do you
420
call it?
Club.
Good stuff.
420 Club. So yeah. I
It's not what
didn't
you think.
realize it was called 420 Club.
It's not what you think. It's actually a very cool
It's
project that.
Brian Lewis. It's exactly what I think. What are you kidding? Are you kidding
No,
me?
no. Yeah, right here. It was. Yeah. What do you call it? They all smoked it blind together, 20 people, and it is a really cool project that he created, where they blind taste different cigars and they try to guess what it is. And I cannot wait to hop back in there. But a really good group of people smoking cigars and having great conversation. So if you have not
Yeah.
tried it yet, be prepared because the next one opens up. Brian, are you already opening it up for people to sign up, or are you waiting until this one's a little further along? Let us know in the comments if you would.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check this out.
It's a
Or at
really
least
fun thing to do. Yeah.
join once or twice, The good old thing. But now that I'm up, I'm like, good Lord. I'm like, I can sit out here all day long.
Ready for the day. I get it. What do you
Right?
call it?
No, not ready for the day, just ready to sit here all day long.
That's
Smoke cigars.
that's a good day. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right? Keep it simple. Silly.
You gotta. I like that better than the one I usually get told. So yeah, a little nicer.
Well, I watch a lot of Ted Lasso. He's always making everything seem very positive.
Yes, I like. Oh yeah, that's true. I love that show. And then okay, so July and August is the next one. You have a list going for that. So yeah, if you want to hop in, Mel, that's the one.
And this is on which day? Is it on is it, well, it can be on 420. Is it on the 20th day of the month?
I believe every Wednesday, right? Right, Brad?
Bless you. Uh-oh. He's getting into the nose thing. Oh,
Nope.
the nose thing.
Nonetheless, what do you call it? Let me turn that comment off real quick. But yeah, it's a really every Wednesday. Yeah, it's a really fun. You can win prizes. You have good conversation. It's just a really fun way to spend an evening and have good people around you.
So do you guys have any kind of like cigar week? I mean, I hear about them in Texas, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, but what about in California? I don't think you guys have a whole lot of cigar weeks.
Not really. We have events like oh my gosh, Brian could probably help me out with this. I keep forgetting. It's for Cigars and Spirit magazine does a day, but other than that, not really. Like there is a cigar event in town tonight called Cigars Under the Stars, which is
Ooh,
pretty cool. Um, but I didn't realize I forgot my birthday is Tuesday,
you
and
forgot your birthday. Well,
I'm not even
happy
joking. I
early.
forgot it was my birthday coming up.
I have been looking at my calendar and I see it. I see it's Miguel's birthday. Can you believe I have that in my calendar?
That's the thing. Like people put no one needs. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that's birthday. Who
No,
cares?
I think it does it automatically. Because if I sent you a happy birthday last year, then it's like you'd like an update. Would you like to update this contact? I'm like, yeah,
Smart.
sure, go ahead. And I think Carlito's birthday is May 5th, if I'm not mistaken.
On Cinco de Mayo. That's awesome.
No way. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong because that's crazy. I can't. I don't have a. I have to look. I have to look it up now and really. That's crazy if his birthday's on single. I don't think so. No way. I might be wrong about
Maybe,
that.
maybe. All I remember is that growing up, I hated Cinco de Mayo because growing up in California, in Southern California, everywhere that I would want to go for my birthday was packed with people, and we couldn't get in. Like one year, I just wanted to have a barbecue by Arroyo Verde Park in my hometown, and I wanted to invite friends. And we get there, like, oh, okay, we're gonna use those barbecues that are already there, so we don't have to take the one from home. And we just play some sports out in the grass and have fun. Packed to the brim. Hated myself. I was like, again, another year. It's fine.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not a big. And then of course it's right around Mother's Day, so it's like Cinco de Mayo and Mother's Day.
What do you call it? Hey, I do
That's a
well.
long weekend.
I do well for my mother on Mother's Day. Because there's so many of us. I usually get the kids to make a gift together because they don't have money. So my eldest of the younger sisters learned to play piano, and I had her
Aw.
play "Fools Rush In" or what was the song called? "Falling in Love with You" by Elvis.
Aw.
And each of the kids sang a little part of that, and I edited the video together for her. And
Aw.
she did a couple little mama tears. I was like, I'm proud of this one. I think it did good.
That's so sweet. So yeah, what is that one of your favorite gifts that you've given for Mother's Day, or what be the best gift that you've ever given for Mother's Day?
I think that one, and I went to. Have you been to Disney Walk? Just like the place outside Disneyland with all the shops.
It's called Downtown Disney here in Florida. Oh, yeah, not
Yeah,
in
I'm sorry.
Florida.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah, downtown Disney. It's City Walk. I'm thinking of in Orlando. My bad. My bad. You're absolutely
Yep,
right. But
yep.
they have the Disney store, and the movie growing up that I'd watch with my mom. It was Dumbo, and there's that song where she sings of the baby, and I found a Dumbo stuff pretty decent size that played the song, and I got it for
Aw,
her, and like that was another moment. Like there's some mama cheers happening. I was like, I think I did good. I think I did pretty good.
that's so funny. I
So
can't even remember what I gave my mom for Mother's Day.
call it.
I was
He,
like, as soon as I got a little bit older, and you could start, because I didn't live near my mom, but you could start ordering flowers from like flowers.com or something like that. I just started sending her bouquets of flowers because, you know, what am I going to give this woman that she like? They have everything, you know. It's like,
yeah,
well, I'll just make you feel special that day. Buy some flowers. They'll die
yeah,
later. You're okay.
yeah. Well, after literally 30 Mother's Days for this lady, I can. Those are the two I can remember. Everything else is a blur. Like I think a lot of
Yes.
it is like I got her. I don't. What was it? Like I Love Lucy DVDs or something because she likes I Love Lucy. Like,
Oh my
but
gosh.
nothing. Those two were like they stand out because like I remember those moments. Those were good moments. So I was very happy to have that.
My
And
mom
real
was a big like she I guess Christmas was the ones that I really remember, but she was a big fan of the Christmas story. And so one year we actually bought her a leg lamp.
you got the leg. Frankie's got a leg lamp.
Oh my god, that is the funniest movie ever. The Bumpus' dogs. But my mom loved that movie, so we watched it every, Christmas Eve. We'd be watching it for 24 hours. I'm like,
Yes.
please
What
stop
was
the
that?
madness.
What wasn't there a channel that would play it for a whole day? Like on
Yeah, like TNT or something like that. It was like 24 hours. I think they still do it. I mean, what a gig, to be able to have your movie. Like the royalties must be really nice every year, 24 hours.
And wait, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they make a part 2 or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think so. I'm gonna Google it real quick. I'm still looking at it, I promise.
No, I'm ready to hear this. That's hilarious.
And if I could spell it right, that would help.
I need more coffee.
Story. Christmas Story 2, yeah.
Ooh. And what year did it come out?
This was the year is 2012, but it didn't come out in 2012, did it? Yeah, I guess it came out in 2012.
Jeez. That's why we don't know about it. It's only our parents that remember that movie. we don't keep up with.
Yeah, I have not seen it, but I could have swore I heard someone say something about a part 2. I'm like, that's cool. All right.
That is cool. But yeah, you're gonna shoot your eye out. That's crazy.
Ho ho ho! Pushes
right.
Oh, love it. Oh man.
Oh my
Actually,
God,
speaking of Christmas movies, this is the first time I'm announcing this, but there is a new film studio here in Bakersfield, and this was 2019 or 18. I filmed a horror Christmas movie called Christmas Party Massacre, and we never got to finish it. The main actress fell out like the day of filming, and there was 30 of us working on it. And we're like, okay, we'll film around her and get back to it. She never showed up, so we had an unfinished movie, and I finally have all the pieces to reshoot the entire friggin' film. So I am very excited that we will hopefully have that done for Christmas this year.
I want to be in it. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted because we're probably going to film in August. So it'll be a little hot, but everything will shoot at night because the whole movie takes place at night anyway.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous and fun. It's very 80s slasher, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So that's the first time anyone's hearing about that coming back. This is the first time I've mentioned it.
Well, congratulations. I like it. That's awesome.
Thank you. But actually saying that, we are at an hour 10 right now. So I'm going to let you go. I am going to, I got to go take care of some stuff, even though it's early. I need to start doing things today because it's going to be a busy one. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Get your t-shirts, get a hold of Mel and join that revolution. If you guys also want to get a hold of the raffle tickets, let me know. You get a bottle of Jack Daniel's Sinatra. You got the 10 cigars, cutter lighter, and tasting glasses. $25 a spot. I hope you will check that out as well. 2 sequels, Eduardo. Damn, I didn't even realize there was 2 sequels.
Dang.
I am way behind. I love movies, and I'm that far behind. This is ridiculous. My fault. But yeah, if you guys want to get a hold of either of those things, just message Mel about the t-shirts. You can message me about the raffle, and we'll get you guys in there.
Fun stuff. Well, I guess we'll see everybody back on Monday morning.
Monday. And will you be live tonight, or are you doing Fuente Friday tomorrow?
I'm doing Fuente Friday tomorrow for sure. And I will be live probably maybe today. I'm sure there's going to be so much going on. This is going to be a fun day because we get to kind of do it all day long versus just at night. Heck yeah. It means I don't have to stress so much until I get there.
It's always nice to not stress. I like that.
Right? I don't know why I get so anxious about doing lives. I get on and suddenly all of my worries go away. But before then, it's like,
that just means you still care about what you're doing. Nothing wrong with that.
I know. I don't know when I started caring though. That was crazy.
What was it? No. Ugh. Gross. Ugh. No, that's awesome. That's a good thing. And Eduardo, I will check it out. That HBO Max. I will definitely check that out, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, we will see you Monday. Have a great rest of your day and have a great American morning, guys.
Bye, guys.